What's up, everyone? This is Kerry. In this video, I'm going to give you my Week 7 best bets. Now, before we go any further, let's recap how we've done so far in the first 6 weeks of the NFL season. Check out that record. In Week 6, I gave out 14 best bets in my video. We won 10 of them for a 71% win rate, and we earned 6.15 units. For the entire season, for the first 6 weeks of the NFL season, we've gone 35-22 for a 61.4% win rate, and we've earned 10.8 units. Now, I'm not sure what folks are looking for in a YouTube handicapper, but I'm pretty sure that a positive win rate and a positive units there, profitability, is probably at the top of the list. So please consider subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. Now, what I do for my videos is I research trends that are very strong and very consistent from one season to the next. So let's look at Week 6, look at the trends real quick and see how that all worked out. The first trend are home teams before their bye week to cover the spread. Now, this is a trend that I got from Ralph Michaels from Wager Talk TV, and I didn't even know about this until I saw this on his video in Week 5. And so I applied this to Week 6, and these are the 4 teams we got here, and 3 of those teams covered the spread. Now, as one of my viewers pointed out here, the Titans really weren't at home. Even though they were designated the home team, they were in London. So officially, that particular game there should not be part of this trend, but since I put it in my videos, it does count against my record. The second trend are underdogs coming off 20-plus point loss to cover the spread, and for this particular one, the Commanders cover the spread. And daggone it, look at the Patriots down there. They were behind 19-17 against the Raiders, and with under 2 minutes to go, they had the ball. I felt really good about it, but then Max Jones got sacked in the end zone for a safety, and they lost 21-17. So that was a bad beat. I was winning and lost at the very end on a safety. But you know what? With sports betting, bad beats and miracle wins happen. You know, they kind of bounce each other out anyway, so I'm not going to dwell on that. Now, trend number 3 is a trend that I came up with. I've analyzed total lines over the last 8 seasons from 2015 to 2022, and I've noticed that games that have total lines with these 5 numbers, 46.5, 47, 47.5, 49.5, and 50, tend to go under at a very high rate, in fact. I bet all of these in Week 6, and 6 of these 7 went under. So, wow, this was a very profitable trend in Week 6. Now, Week 6 did see a lot of unders, but you know what? When we're picking unders and they happen, regardless, we're winning our bets here. And again, these trends are very strong and they're very consistent. So regardless of the circumstances or whatever the season might be, whatever the week is, I'm still going to follow these trends. All right, let's look at our Week 7 best bets. Now, unfortunately, for Week 7, we did not have any spread bets. That's because of Week 8, there is no bye week. There are no teams are on the bye. So that pre-bye trend that I mentioned earlier, we don't have that for Week 7. I do have a post-bye trend that I've not shared yet on my videos. And the teams that are coming off the bye from Week 6 are the Steelers and the Packers. Well, they do not satisfy the criteria for that trend, so that I don't have any there. And finally, the 20-plus point loss teams that lost the previous week to cover the trend, there's only one team that follows that category, and that's the Panthers, and they're actually on bye for Week 7. So no spread bets this week, but because our trends for the totals did so well, I'm not too worried about it because we're going to go back to the well on that one and see, we actually have 4 bets here for Week 7. Now, I'm going to split these up into these different ranges. Games with totals between 43 and 43.5 that go under. Over the last 8 seasons from 2015 to 2022, they've gone under 56.15% of the time. And in 5 of those 8 seasons, more than 52.39% of those games have gone under, which means it's been profitable. We're going over that magical 52.39% threshold. For 46.5 to 47.5, games with those totals go under 58% of the time and have been profitable in 6 of the last 8 seasons. And for the high totals between 49.5 and 50, 62% of those games go under. And in 6 of the 8 seasons, that's been profitable. So these are very strong trends that we're going to continue to follow from one week to the next. I've shown this thing before, and just to break this down a little bit further here, look at the 43 to 43.5, overall 56.15%, a sample size of 187. And you can see here from 2015 to 2022, what percentage of those games have gone under these totals. Again, if it's above that magical 52.39% threshold, we're winning for that season. And you look at that, 5 of the 8 seasons we're winning, it's hit. And in 2 of those, 2019 and 2021, it got close to the 52.39%, but not quite. So even though if we bet on that during those seasons, we would have lost a little bit of money, but not much. For the 46.5 to 47.5, 58.13%. The sample size is 246. And in 5 of the last 5 seasons, it's been profitable. I really like this particular range of numbers. And finally, for the high totals, 62% of these have gone under overall. There's a sample size of 100 and gone under in 6 of the last 8 seasons. They've been profitable. Now, I want to break this down just a little bit further before we get to the bets, because we're going to see here that we have some games in week 7 that satisfy this particular range, 43 to 43.5. And while this is kind of like the weakest of those 3, even though it's strong, if we add an additional condition of this being a divisional game, then because divisional games tend to go under, we have a smaller sample size of only 75, but 61.33% of these games go under, and that's hit in 6 of the last 8 seasons. So finally, here we go. These are the best bets for week 7. The Bills at the Patriots, 43. That's the one I just mentioned. This is a divisional game. Steelers at the Rams are 43. We're going to go under all of these totals here. The Cardinals at the Seahawks, 46.5, and the Chargers at the Chiefs, 49.5. Those last 2 are also divisional games. So each of these trends gets stronger when we add the divisional component to it. So in 3 of these 4 games, we have divisional games. We're going to look for those to go under. Those are the 4 best bets for week 7. As always, good luck and have fun. I just want to mention here one more time, we're winning. Following these trends is working. Now, I hope this continues to happen, of course, for the rest of the season. I'm only going to pick the really strongest trends here to make sure that this is going to continue to work for us. However, we might have some down weeks, that's fine. We might have some good weeks like week 6, that's great. But overall, we're going to look for a positive trend, one that is profitable and that makes money. As always, good luck and have fun, and let's go.